Welcome back to Bioshock Infinite with Jared and Jaro.
Hey, we got chocolate.
Are you just gonna name off the food we get every episode?
Sure.
Alright,
Sounds pretty good.
that's good. We realized we were having audio issues.
Audio issues.
Kind of like you drinking out of a cup like that. That's another audio issue we have now.
I am an audio issue.
You are a living audio issue. We realized that the game audio was unendingly loud, and we decided to fix that. I also realized what we were supposed to be doing, which is going to the Hall of Heroes. So, hopefully, my idiocy will not last too much longer.
You just said we decided to fix that. There's nothing we can fix.
Whatever, man.
Nice. So yeah, picking up where we left off last time, Shin Gonzo. Last time I said Shio Sagasu there's only 3 original songs in the movie, which is wrong. Shio Sagasu, again, butchering the name, and I can't be bothered to properly say it. He composed quite a bit of the music, but, well, a significant portion, but there are a lot of songs from older Godzilla movies.
Mm-hmm.
There's one from, there's older music in it as well.
Right.
Which, in my opinion, does not fit. It feels like it's just been ripped straight out of the original film, making it sound like there's poor quality audio mixed with good quality audio, which just makes everything sound bad.
Right.
So, it was just, I don't know. Maybe if they took those old songs and remastered them, it would have probably sounded a lot better. There's a lot of... They like stripped old sound effects out of the movies and then stuffed it in there as well, which also sounds bad. There's just a lot of stuff they did which was really bad.
What the hell?
The movie was supposed to represent the earthquake and meltdown, which I mentioned last time. Mirroring the original Godzilla's representation of the atomic bombs that dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Right.
So, that was its purpose.
Oh, it's a bee.
But
I hate these things.
that
Just kill
purpose
it.
does not automatically make it a
Elizabeth.
good
I have a better idea.
and well-written movie. I've seen people excuse it just because of that reason. That, like, because it's representing that, it automatically makes it a good movie for some reason.
I used to open them all the time in my tower.
It
What is a
doesn't.
tear?
It's like
It's
a
writing,
a
it's
window.
characters,
A
it's
window to another world. Most of the time they're dull as
looks
dishwater.
and everything. Just
Different
are,
colored towel.
everything's
tea
bad.
instead of coffee.
Except for that
But
music.
sometimes I see
That I
something
mentioned,
amazing,
Persecution of the Masses,
and I pull
Who
it
Will
through.
Know, and I
There.
think a couple others, but
God. I
yeah.
don't suppose you've got an airship in there?
I don't think so.
Who Will Know plays
there is.
when
There is something.
when Gojira is doing
no.
a atomic
I'm
blast
trying.
on the city. So it was like one of the only scenes that worked for me
I can
was
handle
that
whatever comes
atomic
along.
blast on the city with the Who Will Know song,
Have it your
because
way, I suppose.
good music can make or break a scene. Or I mean, like, good or bad music.
Right.
Music is very important.
Kind of like my lack of music right now.
So yeah.
20 rounds in the shotgun? Jeez.
Wow. So yeah,
Hey.
music. It is important.
It is usually very important.
So yeah. The his head. Oof. That
This guy was big. I feel like he was supposed to be mega dangerous.
I thought he was gonna take a bit. I thought he was gonna like. It's gonna be a harsh battle, just one shot. Head exploded.
Yeah, I didn't even expect that to go that well.
Subversion of expectations.
Yeah, really.
Is there gonna be another one in here?
Hopefully not. 29, jeez.
So yeah. So the music, a couple songs were good, and a lot of the rest were bad. There's also one song that was made multiple times. They like
Elizabeth.
just
No
made one
problem.
song and then they they just edited it. It was
Got it.
like a, I don't know, a different version of the song made like 5 different times and was played over and over throughout the movie. It wasn't the same song every time, but it was the same basic tune with different instruments, and it was bad.
Right.
It didn't. It was weird. There was one point where there was slow jazz playing. It was kind of like a happy slow jazz playing over the destroyed Japan. Because
Oh, no.
Gojira did a bit of destruction, then went back into the ocean for a time, and so they're like recapping, showed this stuff, and it just had slow jazz, and it was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Something I'd do.
It's like, dear goodness. Dear Shin Godzilla creators, what were you thinking? So yeah. It was written by, I don't know the person's name. It was by the same person who did Neon Genesis Evangelion,
Right.
an anime that's widely considered a classic. So it's
Classic.
classic. It's like in the anime community, it's like a significant amount of people consider it a masterpiece. So that's why I guess he was chosen to direct it. The movie's terrible all around. And I don't think choosing him was a good idea simply because, like, just because he made something good in the past doesn't mean it's going to be good. He's going to just automatically make something good the next time. And plus, he was out of his comfort zone. He's an anime director, and this is a live action film with there's like, so he was out of his what he's used to doing. So. And Shio Sagasu, he did the music for Neon Genesis Evangelion, along with a bit of Bleach, Magi, or Maggie, Magi. It's Maggie. Disputed name pronunciation. Maggie is what I'll go with. That's a whole other topic to itself. He did music for that, along with what else was it? Maggie, Evangelion, Bleach, something else that's also fairly important.
So many things to talk about.
So yeah, he's a pretty good musician. I enjoy his music. Spent a while just like listening to Persecution of the Masses.
Right.
And just all kinds of his stuff. I like Treachery. Invasion. No, that was the one I meant to say. I love Invasion, which was a Bleach song for, I believe it was for the Diamond Dust Rebellion Bleach movie. Oh, he also did Berserk music.
Right.
He did Is that the one with Guts?
Yeah.
my mind was blank right there. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Berserk. He did. I'm fairly certain it was for the new Berserk, not for the old one, because he hasn't been around too long. I don't think.
Right.
So
Got it.
yeah. So that's another. So the only good thing about the new Berserk is its music.
Yeah, that is true. It's pretty bad.
So yeah, I am fairly disappointed in. I was fairly disappointed in Shin Godzilla.
Oh, that's sad.
You want to take a look at this?
I mean, because it opened up and it tells you, like, the first thing it says is the director is the one who directed Neon Genesis Evangelion, and it's also music done by Shiro Sagasu, who did Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Right.
So it's like, so as soon as I saw that, I was like, oof, this might
I'm
be
excited.
good. I was excited and was thoroughly disappointed. All of the characters are bad. They're just like, I mean, they're hardly characters. There's so many of them. And none of them have any kind of personality. 2 characters in the entire movie have any bit of characterization given to them. And that's the new, what's his name? New Prime Minister. And a American lady that's working with the Japanese to solve the problem. Like her characterization is that she's aspiring to become the president. And an issue,
President
of the United States.
Okay, not Japan.
Not Japan. She's aspiring to become the president of the United States. The problem with her character is she's played by a Japanese woman who can hardly speak woman. Speak
woman?
Speak
Man, I wish I knew how to speak woman.
Hardly speak English.
Right.
So she doesn't. It does not sell her character at all. Like, I didn't realize she was American till later because I was like, wait a second. They keep mentioning she's American. I'm like, what? Really? I had to rewatch it. I just backed it up and was like, oh. So yeah, and her English is horrible, but it's to be expected. They couldn't be bothered to hire any
An actual American?
Yeah, like, they could have easily found a Japanese American person, and it would have been worked out great. Someone who can speak English really well, and also is Japanese. Like,
right.
It would have been great, but no, they just like
secret message from the Vox Pop.
hired a normal Japanese actor to
What's it
fill
say?
the American place.
There should be a code book somewhere.
But yeah,
Well, she just said there must be a code book. It's in the canon, is my guess.
So yeah,
Put that out there. It's probably in
probably
the canon.
in the canon. The other person with characterization, the new prime minister, he's shown for like 30 seconds and never seen in the entire movie ever again.
Oh,
He's
no.
introduced, shown for 30 seconds, never shown again.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, he had a bowl of ramen as he was being explained information, because the point was to tell the audience information, and also because he needs to know. So, and after they leave, he looks down at his bowl of ramen and he's like, "Oh, it's soggy. This
ruins my life."
It's like, this job wasn't gonna be easy." So it's like, it's like, he has the single most amount of character out of anyone in the movie. Everyone else is just cardboard cutouts of each other. They're it's just so bad. So depressed after watching that. I was just like,
where was the can?
Canon. Was it where we left off the last episode? Was it near that?
Maybe.
And I had just finished. So before I watched Shin Godzilla, I had watched the Godzilla 2014,
Right.
the American film, which was fairly decent. It was like, it wasn't phenomenal. It wasn't amazing. It was good. It was fairly good.
I don't think there was a canon yet.
So I was excited for Shin Godzilla, and nope. So, yeah.
Ruined.
With Godzilla 2014, its biggest issue is just that we don't get to see Godzilla all that much. And,
Right.
And big shocker, you see Godzilla even less
Are you serious?
in Shin Godzilla.
Even less.
Even less.
Like 3 minutes of him or something like
most
that?
of the entire movie
Found
is people in business rooms, like in like the government position, having conversations, talking about what to do, going back and forth, just kind of like showing every aspect. So like, so the interesting part about the movie is it's basically a satire on Japanese politics, where just people talking in rooms, never getting anything done.
Right.
Because that's what basically the entire movie was, with 10 or so minutes of Godzilla shown out of the 2 hours. And Godzilla scenes were the best part of the movie because you get out of that boring, those boring conference rooms, which was the entire movie, just people talking about what to do. It was just so boring. Like,
Where the frick is Elizabeth?
it's like I want to see something interesting. Like, if these characters were good, if they were well developed, I would have been all for it. It's like, fine. But no, all of them were just very, very boring.
Elizabeth, get the frick over here.
What's she doing? Just like standing out there?
Pitter pattering. Come on.
Just kind of running
Decipher it.
as slowly as
Simple
possible.
enough. Tip the hat to the
Tip
fox.
the hat to
There
the
must be more to this
fox.
place than meets the eye.
Tip the hat to the Vox.
Vox. Oh, I didn't know there's puzzles in this game.
I didn't either.
So yeah.
Tip the hat to the Vox.
Does he have a... He has a hat with a knife stabbed into it.
Yes.
Does that do anything? Is that all they give you for
Yeah,
information?
apparently.
Oh, there's a hat.
Tip of the hat.
Indeed.
Oh boy. Secret rooms. I've always been fascinated with secret rooms. So I want one.
Yeah.
I want a secret room.
Awesome. RPG.
Oh boy. You just go straight shields all the way.
All the way.
More money.
Nice.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cash.
Much obliged.
With comparison for
Daisy Fitzroy.
2014 and Shin,
Books say
with
she's had to
2014
tear
the music
clothing
was
from the sky.
really good all the way around.
Dream.
They're all from. I'm fairly certain with the music in that one, the music was great all the way through.
Right.
There weren't any songs that were particularly
Impressive.
just impressive, like, because the two songs I mentioned previously with Shin, they're very impressive. They stand out amongst the garbage that was the rest. But with Shin Godzilla, it was decent. I mean, with 2014, it was decent all the way around,
Right.
without anything too impressive, which is okay. It's typical.
I'd rather have a few really, really good ones than mediocre all the way around.
Oh yeah. I mean, it wasn't mediocre with 2014. It was decent. There just weren't any all that great. And I might be selling Persecution of the Masses and Who Will Know too much simply because they're the only things that were impressive in the movie. So I might like them
A little too far.
a little bit too much. I mean, I really like those songs.
Right.
I don't know how much time I've spent just listening to them over and over again. Every time I make coffee, I just go, "Hey Google, put on Shiro Sagasu." This is the first song that pops up. It's great. So, and then,
Hey.
there weren't... In Shin Godzilla, there was maybe one or two shots
Right.
that worked, like the atomic breath. That was great. There's one scene where Zilla, Gojira was
Big
seen.
Zill.
Big Zill was shown in the background, like not in the background. He was off in the distance. There's a lot of smoke. It was nighttime. Lots of fire caused by his atomic breath, and it looked great. Now, if you removed all those effects and just had Zilla in the middle of the day, just Gojira
Chilling.
just chilling right there, it
Chilling
would look
Zilla.
terrible. because like he doesn't look all that good.
Is he not impressive?
The model isn't all that good.
That's sad.
It just looks bad. But because it's nighttime, you can hardly see him. There's lots of there's fog, dust, not
Fire.
fog, smoke, fire, all that. It looks great. Those scenes, they look good. And the thing is, with Godzilla 2014, he looks great in every shot.
Right.
Even daytime when there's no effects, he looked good. Which cannot be said. He looks derpy as heck. I don't know if you want me to swear. I know I've already sworn.
It's up to you.
It's like, he looks derpy as hell.
Right.
And like when he was first shown, I thought it was a joke. I thought I was watching a parody. I was like, is this
a joke?
Is this serious? This? Okay. You're being for real here. Because when he first shows up, and you first see him all the way, because like for a while he's just in the water. And then he's underneath a bunch of cars and trash that he's like smashing, because he's on his belly running through, just like crawling through the city with a bunch of cars and trash flying over him, so you can't see his body. His tail's sticking out.
Right.
His tail's like for some reason really important. And
look at that tail though.
Remember, I didn't watch the movie. I mean, I didn't watch the end of the movie because I stopped watching it. I couldn't take it anymore. And there's a big reveal with the tail. The whole point was just a big WTF moment. Was the point.
Right.
In development, it went through a couple phases. Like, Godzilla was going to go through a transformation into like something that didn't look anything like Godzilla, like a different.
Who decided that?
Huh? The director. Whenever they're creating the thing, the story, the plot, or whatever. Because Godzilla in this movie doesn't work like any other Godzilla has. He is constantly evolving. He's to fit any situation. So he's potentially the most dangerous Godzilla out of any reincarnation of Godzilla. So he constantly evolves. In the first, he goes through different stages. He's first
Just find that shock.
when he's first on land, he is having lots of blood loss issues because he was using some sort of method to cool himself off in the water, and it was fine. But when he got on land, he was getting a lot of blood loss. So he evolved, and he gets into his standing on two legs form, which is what he's typically in. But he still doesn't look like Godzilla all too much, and he's still dirty looking because his eyes never move because they're fixed objects. They never look anywhere. They're always stuck in the same place.
He's like a lizard that has to like
as balls. He looks horrible. I could not take it seriously as he's destroying the city. I'm just like, if I saw this thing before I became terrified, I would be laughing.
like if you saw it on TV or something.
I mean, if it was right in front of me, I'd be like, holy crap, this thing's stupid looking. I run for my life.
I'm not quite as worried as I would have been had it not looked so derpy.
It would kill me, but I would be laughing throughout the entire thing. It's like, I'm fine, kill me, this is too funny.
My goodness.
It looks so bad.
I'm not gonna question why you exist, it's just you're so derpy.
Later on, he looks reasonable, like in his fourth
and final form.
Fourth form. Yeah, they make a joke. They make a Frieza joke.
Do they really?
Yeah, they go, he's only in his fourth form, is what one of the random people say. He was probably an important character, but I mean, there's so many
characters.
There's so many of these characters that they like, these talking heads, as I heard somebody mention it once, is what they referred to them. They're like, these aren't even characters. I was like, yeah, they're not. They're just talking heads.
People who happen to exist at the time.
Yeah, and it's like, none of them are remotely interesting. Because like I said, no characterization for any of them.
Where we revere the heroes of our city fear.
The thing is, you never have a sense of danger. Never sense of urgency or like problem with the movie, simply because none of these characters are ever in the vicinity of Gojira. They're always in rooms very far away deciding what to do. There's no one up front near it.
Yeah,
so
they're
you
not-
never have any kind of like tension, like will our characters die? At one point, like some of the characters were in a hospital, not hospital. Some of the characters were in a helicopter, and like we don't see them for a bit, and they're like, and then it's revealed that helicopter went down.
They did.
So a huge group of people that were important previously are no longer. And it's like, who cares? They were replaced. Doesn't really matter. They were able to
Replace
get through
them instantly.
it. Yeah. It's it was such a chore. The thing is, like, I wanted to make sure that my opinions on the movie weren't solely just like I wasn't retarded or anything.
Right.
So I watched a bunch of reviews to make sure I was
Actually sensible about it.
and I wasn't just stupid. And somebody had said while I was watching these reviews, I realized something. Because as I was watching the movie, I would skip through scenes where nothing was happening, and it was just getting annoying to watch. I'd skip through till eventually I just stopped because I couldn't take the movie anymore. The problem is the movie didn't feel nearly as bad as I thought. Or other people watch through the entire thing, or they watch through it in theaters, because there's a limited theatrical release, which a lot of the reviewers actually went and seen. So they had to watch it without the ability to skip scenes. And I was just sitting here going, my goodness, these poor human beings, they must be... the amount of pain they had to go through. So yeah.
That's all you got. There's no escape.
Yeah. The thing is, the only scenes
Just give us the shock
in
jock.
Shin that actually work are the Godzilla scenes, and few of them. In 2014, there was a scene that was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. I was blown away how great it was.
Right.
And Godzilla or any of the other monsters had no part of it. They're in the background, yes, but that wasn't important to the scene. They just existed.
Mothra came.
No, Mothra wasn't in 2014. It was Godzilla and these two things. I forgot what they're called. They had a name that was But Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan, along with Godzilla, will be in the 2019 sequel to 2014's movie.
I'll try to keep you stocked with both bandages.
Do you know any of those besides Mothra?
The right materials aren't always at
What
hand.
now?
Do you know King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra?
No, I have no idea. I hadn't even seen Mothra. I just
Oh,
know
okay.
of Mothra.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Those have been confirmed in the trailer that came out a couple weeks ago, I think, or a week ago. I'm not sure how long ago. So, yeah. There's a scene, it was the Halo drop scene is what it was dubbed. And in the movie, it was all original music, except for one. There's one song that was not original, which was used for one scene. Everything was composed or redone older songs that and it was great. The theme song for 2014's movie is great. The Godzilla theme song,
Right.
I love it. It's very ominous. It's this very eerie feel, and it's just like it played for the credits. It was great. I loved it. So the Halo drop scene is the scene I was talking about earlier, and I think that's the scene that doesn't use the that uses non-original music. So what happens is there's it's nighttime, very foggy. There's a lot of dust and from destroyed buildings in the air. There's fires.
Oh, that's cool.
That's actually pretty nice. I like that. So what happens is and
Was yellow skin
soldiers are being dropped, parachuted into the city so that they can perform a mission, and the whole tone of the movie changes for this. It gets no one's talking. There's just this really eerie music.
I read about this.
You're following the soldiers
Comstock led the
out
Colombian troops to
as they drop, and they're skydiving down. They have and the whole way down they have red flares to indicate where each one of them is at, so they can see each other. But it looks great. So just seeing these people, the soldiers with their red flares coming down, the scene was beyond amazing. I was like, holy crap, this looks great. This works well. It was just like the whole tone of the movie just changed for this scene. It was and it worked really well. And it didn't have, well, at one point Godzilla was like seen in the background fighting the other monster
Right.
in the city. So it was like, but the main part of it was the soldiers. It was great. It was like, holy crap. And Godzilla isn't the reason why this scene works.
Right.
So, I think it's called the Halo drop scene simply because I think, and I'm probably wrong, but it uses the Halo drop music for whenever Halo ODST troopers drop.
He means us to head
Is
to the other
that
display.
thing? I'm not sure. I'm probably stupid, but whatever. That or it's just called that simply because airdropping in and yeet. But yeah. I think I've talked about this enough. Don't want to bore you. Would you like to talk about something else?
Sure. Something I know more about would be nice. I'm just getting information from you because I haven't seen it.
Don't watch Shin. Shin bad. Shin bad.
It's bad. No what?
Is the bad man? Oh.
Oh goodness.
If you opened a business, what kind would it be?
The tin soldier is taking credit for the deeds of the real ones.
Oh hey, oof.
Now your
I
companion,
know, right?
lady.
That could destroy somebody. Somebody's just like running ahead and gets axed by a giant piece of cardboard.
It's just cardboard. The cardboard coming at you fast.
Well, when it's that thick, it's pretty heavy.
That was pretty cool.
So the shotgun ammo, my dude.
Here, ammo!
Shadows.
Whoa, where did you get that from? Over here in the corner?
It's like she has omnipotence. She knows where all the good stuff is.
Yeah, she just knows.
Ba-da-bum. She just knows.
What am I using? I think I'll just keep that.
Burning Halo.
Okay.
So what business would you do?
I think I would probably do... If I just had to run it and I didn't have to like do all the bull crap, I would probably run accounting.
Accounting?
Yeah, it seems like it's something that wouldn't require a lot of maintenance.
What's accounting like do?
Well, like, you know, a business would send you their numbers and be like, hey, can you figure out what our profit was? How our business is going? Are we doing good? Are we doing bad? How much tax do we owe? That kind of bullcrap.
The savage horde could only yield.
You were there.
An accountant.
That wounded knee.
For me,
I can see it in your face.
I'd possibly do something with animals.
What now?
I'd probably do something with animals. Start up animal rehabilitation business, but I don't know. Well, it's a business.
I don't know how effective that would be.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work.
If it was non-profit, but for profit, no, that probably wouldn't work that way.
Yeah, it wouldn't work at all. Start new PetSmart.
Pets.
Hey, pet retard here. Here to give you your pet advice. First off, don't put your hand in the mouth of whatever pet you have, especially spiders.
Especially spiders.
That's physics, bro. Come on.
Physics.
Physics. I mean, you can't stuff your whole hand in a spider. Just like doesn't work.
Oh, I was thinking it's just not smart.
I mean, that too. Pet retard here. Over and out. Here to rip your heart out.
With animals.
What is the deadliest, the most venomous snake on the planet?
I've heard of it named, well, called the two-step snake, or three-step snake, or something like that.
Where does it live? I don't actually know.
It's like its nickname, I think. I don't think that's its actual name.
I don't know. But, where do you think the most venomous snake lives?
I know where it lives. It lives in Africa.
It lives in Australia, bro.
I never
No.
claimed to be no hero.
In Australia.
No.
You're thinking of the black mamba, bro.
No. I'm thinking of it's a tiny little green snake, and if it bites you, you die in like 2 steps.
Venom doesn't work that fast. Has to get through your body.
It's
It'll work
neurotoxin.
still. Like
And it
that.
goes straight to your heart and kills you instantly. So yes.
What did you try to erase?
Now that you're out of yours,
The most venomous snake is called the inland
Choice is
taipan.
better than none. Mr.
Lives in Australia.
No matter what the
Cool.
outcome.
Black
They must
mamba.
have came up with a new one, or found a new one.
Probably. He's always finding new animals, but the black mamba lives in Australia. The thing is, like, the difference between the black mamba and the inland taipan.
Right.
I'm afraid I've talked about this last episode. I don't know. If I have, I'm sorry. But it's been like a week since we recorded those videos, so I've forgotten all that we've talked about. So, but the black mamba and the inland taipan, the difference between them demeanor-wise is the inland taipan is like really, really docile.
Right.
The only people that really get killed by it are
Idiots.
or like nosy herpetologists that get right up in their face, like it's the inland taipan. Oh. But
I'm gonna poke it.
I'm gonna poke it. So yeah, the black mamba is an asshole. They tend to stick in the trees and just drop on their enemies, drop on their foes, and just bite them.
that's quite an
Just like
illusion.
flop out of a tree and bite you on its way down. They're very aggressive.
And Our Lady prayed
so
for
yeah.
the prophet's heir day and night. That's my tower.
Lo, while Daisy
Bum,
Fitzroy has
bum, bum,
murdered
bum,
my beloved,
bum,
she shall not
bum,
have
bum,
the
bum,
child.
bum,
She
bum,
shall
bum.
not come betwixt her and prophecy.
I'm here all day, folks. Ready to sing you a song. What do you want me to sing today? I could sing you Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
I can't.
He wants you to follow in his footsteps.
Well, I want a puppy, but that doesn't mean I'm
What are
gonna
you
get
drinking,
one.
dude?
I gotta keep my singer's voice up, you know. I gotta freshen,
Oh, calm down. Come on.
keep it nice and
Loose.
moisturized.
Nice and loose in there.
La, 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 la.
Oh gosh. So, did you go anywhere on vacation?
Recently?
Yeah.
No.
Oh whoa,
I
she
don't-
got murdered?
Who?
Apparently the lady got murdered.
The
First lady.
Comstocks?
Yeah, Comstocks.
Oh wow.
Whammon.
Whammon. Oh wow.
They left the money in her purse.
You just stole Comstock's money.
Yep. What's he gonna do about it? Get upsetty?
Sketty. Spadetti.
Yeah, what's up? I'm not picking up the voxophone, don't even try.
Nice, Sue. So yeah, I haven't gone on vacation. I don't
Recently?
I don't do vacation.
My last one was on a cruise
Oh really?
to Cozumel
Fancy.
to Cozumel and Calica.
Oh, wow.
There's islands off the side of Mexico.
Holy crap, bro.
Interesting. But you've seen the big sombrero I brought back from there.
Oh wow.
Profit there.
It's been quite a while since I've gone on vacation because I don't like leaving home. So nothing here.
Right.
If you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be?
Please
I
stop
can get
doing
to these
that.
bars.
Come on, Dan.
Stop. Stop that.
Let me scout ahead, see if there's someone to move forward.
I think I might have like a tarantula
Oh hey.
that likes me though, and has no fangs.
Oh hey. How do you want it to eat, bro?
Do you see that hook?
Oh.
Tarantulas are cool.
It's a tear, something
Also,
I can bring into this world.
Painful too.
Well, that's convenient.
As I said,
What kind
it's
of
a form
tarantula
wish
do you want?
fulfillment.
I don't know. I don't know the kinds that there are.
Sure thing.
There's like the bird-eating tarantula.
There's more
And it's
where
like
that
I
came
believe
from.
that's one of like the biggest spider, or
Everyday
very
anxious
close to being
have
the
a way
biggest
of
spider.
appearing.
Right.
Because with
See
tarantulas,
those tears?
if you don't know,
use them against
tarantulas
slaves
don't
That
have
tear will get us access to
Calm down.
choking on that
Give us a
chocolate.
turret.
Yeah, that's some kind
Tarantulas don't have venom, or they have like an absurdly tiny amount that won't affect humans.
Right.
What they use to kill their prey is massive fangs and brute force. So, while you won't die to a bite, it's going to be very painful.
Right.
You're going to...
I'm gonna need stitches.
You're going to need stitches, yeah.
Wearing that stitches just time and anger.
Yeah.
And some glue.
I love how the heads just disappear. This is pretty cool battle.
Catch!
That'll do.
Thank you.
So yeah, there's I think the most venomous spider. I was researching it recently. I don't know if it is anymore, but I think it is. The wandering nomad, is that the name of the spider? The wandering something. It's a desert spider.
I know of the camel spider in the desert. I know of the camel spider in the desert, but I don't know much of any of the other ones.
This spider, why it has such an absurdly powerful venom is what it does is it sleeps most of the time. It's actually kind of, it's fairly
Sleepy.
docile,
The bigger
very
to get
sleepy.
out of Colombia.
Doesn't do much
We're
of
taking
anything
it one
but
way or
sleep.
another.
What it does, it'll just it sits on the sand and then just uses its legs to shake this to kick the sand onto its back and just sits there in the sand for a while. It can live for I believe a couple of years, like a year or so, without any food, any kind of sustenance, just sitting there. Doesn't need much. But the point of its absurd venom is so that when prey does come along, it can kill it. Like, it needs to make sure it can kill
Whatever it finds.
so that it does get the sustenance that it needs to last that year.
Right.
And those spiders can last significantly longer in captivity due to the ability to eat continuously rather than every once in a while.
You are paradise, sweetest fatherland. Here's the place where we revere the heroes of our city.
And talking about spiders, I have arachnophobia.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm terrified of spiders. But I find them cool as well. It's a weird conundrum I have. There's, my arachnophobia was caused due to like what I attribute it to this event that happened earlier in life. Whenever I was like 1 or 2 years old, my earliest memory is playing in a kiddie pool, and a spider fell out of a tree and onto my back.
Oh gosh.
Bit me. And that's like my earliest memory, so that's why I think that's what caused my arachnophobia. Do you have what kind of phobias? What kind of phobias do you have?
I have a phobia of if there are like 14 spiders in one location. That bothers me. Or if there is just simply an inordinate amount of small creatures that move quickly.
Washington really wants to get you.
Yeah, he's after me.
I have a weird phobia of grapes. I'm actually kind of I don't like grapes, and I have a bizarre fear of grapes. Just having to eat them.
More money.
With me, whenever I go to eat a grape, and it's usually just the purple ones. Like I'm fine with green ones. It's weird. If I go to eat a purple grape, I stop before I put it in my mouth, and I'm just like, is it filled with bugs? Is it filled with bugs?
Are there bugs?
Yeah, and it's just like, I just feel weird eating them because like I'm just like, are there bugs? It's because we had growing up we had grapes on our fence, on my fence.
Right.
Grapevines, they grew pretty big. There's a bunch of them. A frost killed them all one year.
Oh no.
It was sad, but also good because no more grapes.
Yay. Even grapes do.
Because what happened was more than half of the grapes I would eat would have something in it. Like it would like have grown a weird thing where it just there's like where it wasn't grown properly or something like that. Some sort of weird I don't know what to call it. Or it had a bug in it.
Right.
I was already eating it. And ever since then, put a grape in my mouth. I just instantly don't want to chew because of potential worms.
It was Slate who stormed the gates of Peking! Slate! Slate! Comstock's coming, Booker. But our lives won't satisfy him. Oh, no. He won't rest until he's turned us into
This
tin.
guy,
I won't let him. He took my past. But that's all he's getting from me.
I guess I need to kill this guy.
figure. We don't
It's like
this.
he's upset because Comstock took his pass.
Who's Slate?
Death awaits. Who wants to live?
That
Nice.
headshot though. Ooh, that headshot. Ooh, that headshot.
So you'd like to have a tarantula?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I'd like to, hang out with it, give it some food.
You're not the Booker DeWitt I remember. Tin Man.
Tarantulas,
Tin
they're pretty cool.
Man.
They're chill.
That one.
If you get the
There.
right ones. Just though I may not be brave enough, you can have them in your hand because sit there. One thing is you don't want to put your hand over them because then they freak out. Having your hand under them is perfectly fine and they'll move from hand to hand because it's like just ground. It's a bit reflexive. They just making sure they're on stable ground that you can like have them move.
Right.
But if you put your hand directly over them, they may freak out.
Because they're like, no, I'm
Because
trapped.
all their enemies come from above them. All their natural enemies.
Right.
So that's where they have all their focus.
Right.
And just any kind of random jumpy movements above them,
All you
or
can muster,
That's enough for them to freak out.
potentially,
now, DeWitt.
you might have like
Don't
a
disappoint
really
the boys.
docile one. But yeah.
We hold these
Also,
truths to be self-evident.
Yeah.
Mercy
the
belongs to the Lord.
Animal that I like, hey, it's Washington. A cool pet for me to have would probably be like a lizard of some kind. I like reptiles and amphibians and women. I like frogs. So having a poison dart frog would be cool. Because poison dart frogs don't have venom.
They just exuded.
What the thing is with in the animal world, when you say poison instead of venom, that means something.
There you go.
Like, because poison and venom are two different things.
Right.
So venom is produced naturally. Your body produces it. Poison is developed through an outside.
Oh, so alchemical processes.
Yeah. What happens with the poison dart frogs is that in their location that they live, there's a insect that has the poison. That it's a venom that they produce, and the frogs are immune to. They eat the insects, and then they incorporate it into their
Body.
So they just, what happens is, because frogs need to stay moist, they need to stay wet
Right.
to so they don't shrivel up
And die.
and die. So what happens is there's a lot of moisture that just that comes out of their skin, because they also breathe. Frogs breathe through their skin. They don't breathe through their
Kind of like
nose
us.
or
We
anything.
humans do that too.
Well, so yeah, so the froggos, they breathe through their skin, and what happens is whenever they eat the insect, the moisture that is seeped out of their skin to keep them from drying up now has venom, which is now poison,
Right.
in it. So, and that's what causes it. You just touch them, and then you'll die.
Right.
So you just like. So yeah, so you can have a pet poison dart frog. They're pretty cool.
You're not done here,
Is
soldier.
that
Eat everything that's on your plate.
what's his name?
Finish it.
Slate. Does he want you to kill him?
That's what he wants.
But if you spare him, will something happen?
I don't want to kill him.
You don't want to kill him.
Not really.
But if you do kill him, if you don't, what happens if you do, and what happens if you don't? The thought of things growing out of your skin. Kind
Yeah, that bothers me too.
Press to shoot a bolt of electricity. Hold and release to create a shocking trap.
So that's pretty cool. So I'm guessing you can you're gonna now be able to grow patches, like traps, basically. Patches of electrical crystals around to trap people, shock them. Is that what that is?
What now?
Is your new vigor? Is it basically like a mine, like a trap? You can
No,
set?
you can trap with most of them. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
it has the option if you hold it to do a trap.
You know, those vigors seem very powerful. I'll do what I can to keep you stocked in salts.
Thanks.
I love this statue though. It's beautiful. Beautifully made.
What statue?
That one.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I like it.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nice, if I do say so myself.
All these paintings are nice too.
Yeah, I wonder how much time.
Oh.
Just the amount.
Oh.
I would
Probably.
have loved to have watched it being made.
No, you would like to watch a time lapse
Yeah,
of it being.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Time lapse. But I'd like to see the production process, and also people just what saying what they want and then like seeing the end product.
Right.
Because that's what I really something that I find interesting. Because I want to see how stuff like that comes to be, like with music. There's documentaries on it, but I kind of want like one day to just be in the place, just like kind of in the corner watching it, just because I don't want to be in the way, just be in the corner watching it.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
To see a master at work.
So, masters at work.
I can tell what's inside bothered you. You showed me. Sometimes you have to. It's necessary to survive.
There's survival, and then there's finding pleasure in the act.
Booker.
Do you want to
Seem
become
like
a
a decent enough sword.
master blacksmith?
That said, the less you know about me, the better.
What now?
Do you want to become a master blacksmith?
I'd appreciate to do. I mean, I'd like it. It'd be fun. I think.
It's something that I've always thought was interesting to be able to make stuff.
Right. Me, I'm more the. I like to make armor and weapons.
That's what I
and
want
the
to
sword.
do. I wanna like make like a knife or something just out of.
I think that would be
metal.
my first project. Probably like a
A knife,
a dagger of some kind.
and then work on other things. So make the sword, make the blade, and then make the hilt later. Like kind of like do a multi-part project. Just doing that, it sounds so cool.
Right.
And you can easily, not easily, but if you know what you're doing, you can set up a smithy.
Yeah, I would do that if I just had enough money and room.
Ammo, take it.
You
I don't really have like anywhere to put it right now.
Because you could easily take like, what are those metal fold-up chairs called? Metal fold-up chairs, is that it?
Right.
Take one of those, cut a hole out in the bottom, and then what you do is you take a like a bucket of some kind, and then weld that onto the hole. So the hole is the size of the
I already
bucket.
have a smeltery. I just need a forge now.
Oh.
And an anvil.
Oh yeah. And then so yeah.
What up?
There you go.
Trains are nice.
Oh, we can get over the trains. So, yeah, that. What were we talking about?
What were we talking about?
That's what I just asked.
What were we talking about?
We went from tarantulas to something.
We went from tarantulas to blacksmithing.
Right. I did make a smeltery, my own. I haven't actually got to test it because I had a crucible, but it's gone. I don't know where the frick it is, so I had to make another one.
Ah.
But I
Is that the
purchased
blowing,
an angle grinder.
Is that
so
the thing
no.
that creates air?
No, the crucible is what the metal melts in.
Oh, okay.
So it has to be more resistant to heat than the metal you're melting.
Yeah.
Or it melts.
Yeah.
I also need a set of like tongs to be able to pick up the crucible.
And also resistant to heat.
Yeah. Wait, why did we do that? Oh, that's right.
Where does she go? Like, how does she follow? Is my question.
I thought she hung on to me.
That would seem unlikely.
Have fun, motorized patriot.
Does she control the?
I think they're just allies. I don't think she directly controls them.
Give me a second.
For some reason, help us.
Oh, wow.
Here you go.
Great.
Patch yourself up.
The patriot's opening fire, and he's drawing their attention. That's a low res something.
That's really low res. Holy crap.
Whoa, he has a lot of armor for some reason.
Wow. melee him. Wait a second. Oh, hey, that's cool.
Oh, she saved me.
Does
I'm color me impressed.
a lot of needles, though. Just like stabbing you.
Feels good.
Oh boy, I love it when I get needles in me.
Don't ever do that again.
Brace yourselves!
Oh hey,
Oh, hey! Ow!
I thought that was a one shot for a second. I was like, wait, what?
I shot his helmet off.
Oh, now we can do it.
Dude, I love me some of that. Why don't I take his armor off and use it?
Too heavy. And out Booker.
Too bad it's not Skyrim.
Too bad there's no Skyrim. Oh hey.
Oh no.
Topic for next video. Do you want to talk about Fallout 76?
He's looking too far up. Now his arm's in the way of his face. We can talk about Fallout 76 in the next episode.
Look forward to that.
Yeah.
Next time.
On Dragon Balls. I'm just kidding. We are.
Next time on
Bioshock
Infinite.
Oh wait, coins. All right.
Nice.
All right. We'll be back.
Lucky coin.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.